Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you here. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Joyce and I'm a physician associate living in the UK and I work in general practice. I have recently just started a new series which is about mental health, and I thought to start with anxiety because this is something that people suffer with on a daily basis, and I thought let's talk about what you can do to help yourself. So if you are someone who has suffered from anxiety, stick with me. I'm sure one of these, if not all of these coping strategies will be very helpful for you. So I'll see you in a jiffy. So what is anxiety? So anxiety is very common and very much something that people go through at some point in their lives. So I want you to be very sure of the fact that you are not alone. So anxiety is a natural response to stress, and in this day and age we all have stressors at some point. So anxiety is very common, but we need to talk about what you can do to help yourself. But one thing I want you to be aware of is that you are not alone in this. Someone somewhere is also going through something similar because of work, because of life, because of so many reasons why you would end up feeling rather anxious. So just please note that this is not to replace your advice from your healthcare professional who knows you better. So please do go and see someone, but please also think about these strategies of coping with anxiety. So the first strategy is called the grounding technique. This is where we are trying to get ourselves back to now and here. One way of doing that is to do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. So you can start with 5 things that you can see, right? We're using our senses. And then you look at and think about 5 things that you can feel, that you can touch, and maybe 3 things that you can hear, right? So I hope you get the drift. The idea is to just bring you back to now rather than whatever is bubbling in your mind at that point. So strategy 2 is breathing exercise. This is so powerful, and I know that quite a lot of people would know about this one. This is where you because when you're anxious, right, you take very shallow breaths. You're not breathing deeply because of the anxious. As your body reacts to anxiety, stress, whatever, you naturally breathe much more shallow than you should, and then that's when you go into a panic. So just be intentional with trying to take very deep breaths in and out. Very big breaths in and out. Keep doing that. It also helps to just bring you that oxygen that you need at this point. Okay, so that was strategy 2, breathing exercises. Number 3, I like this one, and this is journaling. There is a lot of information out there about journaling. The reason why journaling works is the fact that it helps you to process whatever is going on in there, but you're processing it in writing it down. It's almost like instead of you keeping it there, you are taking it out and putting it on paper. That is something that a lot of people are really saying helps a great deal. So think about maybe incorporating that in if you're someone who has periods of being anxious or suffers from anxiety as a diagnosis, think about journaling. Journal your thoughts, journal, whatever is going on at that time, because sometimes, because this is a fast-paced world, sometimes you don't have anyone to share or talk to. But journaling really does help because it takes things from here onto you writing. And actually you can read through those things back maybe in a few weeks later and try and process them. So number 4, physical movement, right? So have you heard someone saying, you need to shake it off? Well, there is a good place for you to do that in trying to cope with anxiety. what it does is it's almost like shaking off the tension that you naturally feel when you're anxious. So maybe when you are feeling like things are getting on top of you, which is how most people would explain it, go out and have some fresh air, go out and have a walk and see if that helps. Just go out and look at nature. You don't have to do it with anyone. You can do it, but if no one is there, just go out for a walk. If you are in a position that you can do that, that would be also very helpful. And then number 5, positive affirmations. This is another great one. And there's so many affirmations that you can literally print off online. These are just positive words, encouraging statements that you can just have with you, whether on your phone or in your house somewhere, on the mirror, maybe by the bathroom mirror, and you say it out to yourself in the morning before you go out and do whatever you need to do. It is worth considering having some positive affirmations somewhere where you can access them, and just think about them when you're just starting your day especially, and maybe last thing before you go to bed. That really helps, and you can say them to yourself. You know what they say, that sometimes it's not about what other people say about you, it's about what you think about yourself, what you say to yourself. So think about having some positive affirmations. So if you have done any of these strategies, and or if you have found any of these strategies helpful in the past, or maybe you want to try these, please try them and share whether. So there you have it, 5 strategies to cope with anxiety. So we covered grounding techniques, and then we talked about breathing exercises, and then we spoke about journaling, which is one of my most favorite, and then we talked about moving, shaking things off, and then we talked about positive affirmations. So please go out there and try these and see if they help. They might seem very simple, very simplistic, but that's the point. It doesn't have to be so complicated. Try these and see how you get on. I'm not saying these are to replace any medications that you might be on, but yeah, it's worth incorporating this with whatever your own practitioner has recommended for you, and see if this helps you cope. So I will see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope you found this useful. If there is anyone around you who you think would benefit from this video, then please share it with them. And I would also like to hear your feedback with regards to these, if you have gone out and tried them. Alright, so otherwise I will see you on my next video.